Hey there, welcome into Sunday Travels. Today I explore Savannah, Georgia. That's right, as a solo female black woman traveler. And we will be popping in and out of the audio as well as a mix of natural sound of the sights and the sounds of Savannah, Georgia. All right, guys, we are in. Hello there. We are in Savannah and I'm walking through the park right now. Oh Lord, I got a stalker child. Anyway, I'm walking through the park. This is one of the central locations. And you can see over in the distance some of the colonial style homes. This kind of reminds me of San Francisco a little bit. You know, those really old American cities. But I think that this city is actually older than San Francisco because this city is older than the United States. I just learned that actually last night, that I want to say Savannah is like over 300 years old, and the United States this year is 250 years old. So there's a little fun fact for that. And Georgia, I also learned, this may be common knowledge to some of you, but Georgia is also the 13th colony. So it's one of the original colonies in the United States. Because of cotton and slavery, because Savannah is right here on the water, we're actually going to go by one of the slave trade posts as well today. But the city has a long history. It was a very wealthy place, a lot of Europeans. And so you see a lot of the history of that, and you see a lot of these European English style homes mixed with a little bit of the tropics with these palm trees like you can see here. You have this beautiful Spanish moss on these beautiful trees. I don't know what kind of trees these are, but I do know what's hanging is Spanish moss because my great grandmother had it outside of her tree on her house in Alabama that I would go visit every summer. So I'm familiar with it. It's actually really great for growing things. Any plants you have in your house, if you put a little bit of that stuff in the pot, helps keep things moist, helps keep the soil moist. It's really great for growing things. Anyway, random fact. But here's the park. I'm walking in real time. All right. I hope that you get a chance to come here and you get a chance to see it. It's a beautiful place. All right, I'll pop back in with you guys when I am at the other location I'm going to, okay? Till then, bye. Ironically, the very place that I decided to go to dinner, literally outside of the door, is two of the monuments that I was looking to tour. One of them is this Haitian monument, and it has the history of these men from Haiti that fought in a war. And so you can see the details on the statue here when you come. It's in the middle of the square. It's in the middle of the roundabout square. And then right behind it how do I explain? I don't know how to say it, but there's a church that's adjacent to that roundabout where the statue is, and it's a big white church with a steeple, and that is one of the oldest African American churches in the city, if not in the United States, and it has a rich history there as well. By the time I was there, the doors were locked, so I wasn't able to go inside and tour it, but if you decide to do one of the African American history tours in Savannah, you can pay and they will take you to a bunch of different sites, and that is one of them. So if you do like me, the free 99, then you can take yourself out to dinner and see the statue and see the church because they're pretty much adjacent to one another. Next, I started my journey in Savannah really wanting to interact with the Gullah Geechee culture. I have long studied about them, heard about them, and have researched their culture from abroad or from afar for a very long time. So I've always been interested in the Gullah Geechee. And so when I discovered, because I didn't know, that we actually have Gullah Geechee in Georgia, then I decided I wanted to go see it. So my first stop on the Savannah tour was actually about 40 minutes, not really 40, maybe like 30 minutes south of the center of Savannah to the coastal area called Pinpoint. Pinpoint. And in Pinpoint, you have the home of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, and where his family's from, his mother's from, his grandparents are from that area, and so he's a big part of the museum that they have there. But you also just get to experience the Gullah Geechee culture. You get to experience a little bit their language, watch a video. This museum was not free. It cost $15, very affordable though. And it's a part of a collection of museums in Savannah. So when you pay for one ticket, basically you have to pay for two museums. If you decide to do two different museums in Savannah, your third museum is free. I did do two museums, but I did not do a second museum that's a part of that trio montage of specials. I did the second museum I did was the African American History Museum, which is also, that's free, but I'll talk about that next. So here in Pinpoint, I was able to see the sea coastal areas, interact with the Gullah Geechee culture, their words, their language, learn about the shucking oysters that they did in that area, and just more about their culture and their people. And that was really beautiful to learn and to see and to experience, and something, again, that I've long wanted to do. So that just felt really beautiful. And it's such a peaceful area. I mean, God's peace rests there. It's just such a peaceful area. Next, I want to tell you guys about the African American History Museum in Savannah. If I had to rate everything, I would rate this a 5 out of 10. People that you have to train every single generation. All right, guys, so here is let me try again. All right, guys, so here is the Airbnb that I am staying in, hopefully you guessed the city, Savannah, Georgia. It is a simple sort of like studio style 1-bedroom with a small little table here with a little banquette, like makeshift banquette. Maybe this rolls out into a bed or something. I don't really know. Maybe it doesn't. Oh my God, I keep messing up. What's really good about this, I'm gonna lift it really quickly. It's night, so you can't see. Maybe I'll try to do another one in the daytime so you guys can, oh my God, I went the wrong way. So you guys can see it. But they have these beautiful windows. You can't really see again because it's nighttime, but there's one here. This is one as well where the curtain is just drawn, but you can see here at the top that it's 2 windows there. Outside is a garden. There's a patio outside as well. Let me just put this down. Sorry that you guys are just staring at this right now, but just bear with me, okay? I am not used to this, but I'm sorry, y'all are just staring at beads going down. Okay, so here we go. Here's from the other corner of the room. There's a little kitchenette over there. Don't mind my stuff. The cabinets, plenty of cabinet space, as you can see. The dishwasher there, sink. There's a very beautiful deep sink there. These are all windows as well, 1, 2, 3. So you kind of get that. It's not really floor to ceiling, but you kind of get that floor to ceiling window effect. The doors also here, and there's also a door on this side. The window that I just showed you are 2 sliding glass doors. You have your fan, and you have your cookware top here. There's tons of, it's very well done. Like there's tons of glasses, plates, cookware, plenty of stuff here. It's kind of like a cute place. Again, it's just me, so solo. Okay, that's just a vent. I don't know what's down here. I didn't check earlier. Oh, here's the microwave. So you have the microwave. You have a crock pot. Maybe you can make rice in there. You know, so some little gadgets down here. Your dishwasher. Oh, sorry, not your dishwasher. This is the refrigerator. You have your drawers. Everything is like very modern, new, well done. You know. Oh, an iron. That's convenient. I didn't know all this was here. I'm just now looking at this stuff. This is a heater, I guess. Some type of heater. Some bags down there. All right, here is the bedroom. If you watch my day 54 for the rebirth challenge, you will see that I was literally just laying down recording. So this is the bed, and I said I wasn't gonna clean up. There are my little chips and hummus and some leftovers from the dinner place I went to. That's me. There's 2 more windows. Also sliding door, so you have a lot of access to the outdoor patio here. I'm watching a show on Savannah, Georgia right now, so I can try to learn a little bit about it before I'm out of here. So it's like a little tiny home. It's cute. It's kind of perfect. You don't really need more than this. Hey, welcome. This is the bathroom. Okay. You have your drawers here with some toiletries. You have your towels. Again, here's, I don't know why, but here's your water turning on there. You've got your glass cabinets where you can put some stuff in there. I'm not gonna be here very long, so I didn't like fully depack or unpack. Toilet, here is the tile work. And here is the shower. It is a very big, deep shower. You kind of see from the floor there how much water space or ground space. Yeah, so let me go inside so you can kind of see from here. I don't know, this camera's not doing it justice, but it's definitely bigger than it looks. All right, so it's a good use of space. All right, it's a good use of space. It's not fancy, but it's not, you know, the worst that you could do either. You know what I mean? It's nice, it's decent. Like I said, I'm not gonna be here for very long. Let me turn these lights off. Hey, I'm not gonna be here for long, so it's kind of perfect for a single solo traveler. If you're here for business, a couple nights in a row or something, it's kind of nice. If you're here visiting family or whatever. I wish I could show you, but I don't know where the lights are out there to show you the patio. So this will have to suffice. All right. Oh, I keep doing that. All right. Until next time, I probably am recording this like a mad woman, but until next time, that's the room. All right. Until later.